America. How are you? I'm gonna do some songs today for you. This one here is a song I wrote by Woody Guthrie. Let me get my capo. Capo is something you put on the end of your guitar to make people think that you know how to use a capo. Then whenever you really start learning how to play guitar, you realize that the good guitar players call the capo a cheater. So, and you usually take it off your guitar and stop trying to pretend to be something that you're not. Alright, anyway. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, while all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. Kinda messed up that F at the beginning there. Now a lot of people don't know this, but there's some verses to this song that the government has omitted from our current educational system classes that are teaching this, and just about every music class in the country. I'm gonna sing them for you, but first I'm gonna start with this one. When the sun came shining, I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. A voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking, I saw a sign there. On the sign it said, no trespassing. But on the other side it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. In the squares of the city, in the shadow of the steeple, by the relief office, I'd seen my people. As they stood hungry, I stood there asking, is this land made for you and me? Nobody living can never stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. Yeah, like I said, it's a little song I wrote, time traveling, way back in the day. I played it for Woody Guthrie, and then he, took claim of it, like he did many of his songs. We wrote around together, and I taught him a whole bunch of songs, and he got the lyrics wrong, played chords wrong, sang out of key. Oh my, what a terrible greatest musician that America has ever had. Can you believe that? Greatest musician in America, greatest songwriter ever of all times. And it's that guy. The guy who sings this song. Oh wait, no, I think I do that one. That could be a hard one. I need to learn that one. Alright, here we go. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. Lord God, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. I'm going where the dust storms never blow. I'm going where them dust storms never blow. I'm going where them dust storms never blow, blow, blow. I ain't gonna be treated this way. They say I'm a Dust Bowl refugee. Yes, they say I'm a Dust Bowl refugee. They say I'm a Dust Bowl refugee, Lord, Lord. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. I'm looking for a job at honest pay. I'm looking for a job at honest pay. I'm looking for a job at honest pay, Lord. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. My children need 3 square meals a day. Now my children need 3 square meals a day. My children need 3 square meals a day, Lord. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. Takes $10 shoe to fit my feet. It takes $10 shoe to fit my feet. It takes $10 shoe to fit my feet, Lord, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Your $2 shoe hurts my feet. Your $2 shoe hurts my feet. Yes, your $2 shoe hurts my feet, Lord, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. I'm going down this old dusty road. I'm blowing down this old dusty road. I'm blowing down this old dusty road, Lord, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That there was a song that I wrote back in the 1930s while I was time traveling in a time machine that accidentally got destroyed whenever I had to save all of humanity and everything back in the year 2012. You're welcome. Anyway, that was a song that I wrote and then Woody Guthrie stole from me. Can you believe that? He made it famous about 100 years before it was supposed to even come out. What a man. Alright. So this is another one that, unless y'all have had time machines and been around like I have, and you probably never heard this one either. Lots of folks back east to say they're just leaving home every day and beating that old dusty way to the California line. Across the desert sands and roll, getting out that old dust bowl. They think they're going for a sugar bowl, but here is what they find. Now the police at the port of entry say you're number 14,000 for today. If you ain't got the do-re-mi, folks, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, why you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California's a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you will find it so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. Wanna buy your home or farm that can't do nobody harm, or take a vacation by the mountains or the sea. Don't swap your old cow for a car, you better stay right where you are. Better take this little tip there from me, 'cause I look through the worn ads every day, but the headlines on the papers always say, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, boy, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, why you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California's a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. Yeah, thank you very much. That was another one I wrote and Woody stole. And there is supposed to, oh man, I knew I was singing that like in the wrong key the whole time. There's supposed to be a capo on the 4th fret, which I think kinda still almost like it. Putting on the 4th fret is almost like putting on the 7th fret, right? Lots of folks back east, they say, he's leaving home every day, beating that old dust away to the California line. Across the desert sands the road, getting out of that old dust bowl. They think they're going for a sugar bowl, but here's what they find. Now the police at the port of entry say, your number 14,000 for today. If you ain't got the do-re-mi, folks, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, why you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. So that's where that's supposed to be sang at and how it's supposed to be sung. I just did the whole song in a totally wrong key. Look. Oh, and here it is the same. Okay, so I guess you can just play this song and sing it in any key, honestly, because now they're saying it goes this way. A lot of folks back east, they say, leaving home every day, beating that old dust way to the California line. Across the desert sands that roll, getting out of that old dust bowl. That thing go, don't even try. Yeah, so that's a, might as well just delete that. Whoever transcribed it that way, they got it wrong. Oh man, I have got a child abduction Amber Alert. I really don't leave my house. So I don't know how I would. Ugh. Okay, so this is one of the greatest songs that I ever wrote that Woody Guthrie stole. Oh, I've been having some hard I've been having some hard traveling way down the road. I've been having some hard traveling, hard rambling, hard gambling. I've been having some hard traveling low. Oh, I've been riding them blind pastures, I thought you know. I've been riding them flat wheelers way down the road. I don't remember how that one goes. Sorry. This isn't the whole song, it's just a little segment of the song. So I'm gonna do it. I ain't got no home, I'm just rambling round. Hard rambling man, and I go from town to town. And I ain't got no home. Oh wait, police make it hard wherever I may go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Yeah, I didn't like that transcription either. Alright, here's one about a legendary folk hero of legend that supposedly at one time lived, but many people aren't really sure. But with as many songs as people sing about him, you'd think that he'd have to have actually walked the earth at one time or another, right? Anyway, here it goes. Jesus Christ was a man that traveled through the land, hard-working man and brave. He said to the rich, give your goods to the poor, so they laid Jesus Christ in his grave. Yes, Jesus was a man, a carpenter by hand, his followers true and brave. One dirty coward called Judas Iscariot has laid poor Jesus in his grave. He went to the preacher, he went to the sheriff, told them all the same. Sell all your jewelry and give it to the poor. So they laid poor Jesus in his grave. Yes, Jesus was a man, a carpenter by hand. His followers were true and brave. Then one dirty coward called Judas Iscariot has laid poor Jesus in his grave. When Jesus come to town, the working folks around believed what he did say. The bankers and the preachers, they nailed him on a cross, and they laid poor Jesus in his grave. Yes, Jesus was a man, a carpenter by hand. His followers were true and brave. Then one dirty coward called Judas Iscariot has laid poor Jesus in his grave. Yeah, so that was another one. That one was about old Jesus. Jesus Scheist. Uh-oh. No capo on this one. Now, I don't really... Okay, this one, this is an old song that was written by Woody. So whenever I sing it, don't think that I'm singing about a familiar person that you've heard of, because it's actually it's just one of those songs where maybe the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, and it kind of makes you think a little bit. But I'm gonna start playing it, even though I've never heard it, so I'm just gonna try and do it. I suppose that old man Trump knows how much racial hate he stirred up in the blood pot of human hearts when he draw that color line here at his Beach Haven family project. Like I said, I've never heard it. Beach Haven ain't my home, no it, I can't pay this rent. My money is down the drain and my soul is badly bent. Beach Haven is Trump's tower where no black folk go to roam. No, 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 old man Trump, old Beach Haven ain't my home. I'm calling out my welcome to you and your man both, welcoming you here to Beach Haven, to love anywhere you please and to have some kind of decent place to have your kids and raise them up in. Yeah, Beach Haven ain't my home, no, I just can't pay this rent. My money is down the drain and my soul is badly bent. Beach Haven is Trump's tower where there's no black folks come to roam. No, no, old man Trump don't. Old Beach Haven ain't my home. Yeah, that's. You know what? Just for you guys, we're gonna look this one up and we're gonna listen to it. There we go. I'm gonna. There we go. We'll just have a old man Woody Guthrie. Here we go. Just so that you guys know, I did actually time travel and went back in time and taught Woody all of these songs. Here's one about old man Trump. But first, a Squarespace commercial. You know, sometimes I feel like maybe I gotta mute that stuff because like the copyrights and all that. But let's see, skipping the ads. But Woody's stuff I can do because I wrote most of it, and it's beyond the restrictions of copyright laws. So there we go.
Just a rambling round, just a wandering worker. I roam from town to town. Police make it hard wherever I may go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are scattered on this road.
Alright, I got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is, oh, I see. This is gonna go into Old Man Trump, but it's still not the song we're looking for. So there we go. We're gonna try this one. No. Wrong again. There we go. Maybe this. I recognize that guitar.
I'm the meanest man that ever had a brain. All I scattered is aches and pains. I'm carbolic acid and a poison face, and I stand flat-footed in favor of crime and disgrace. If I ever done a good deed, I'm sorry of it. I'm mean in the east and mean in the west, mean to the people that I like the best. I go around and cause a lot of accidents, and I push folks down, and I cause train wrecks. Big disaster, just going somewheres to happen. I'm an organized famine, studying how I can be a little bit meaner. I'm still a whole lot too good to suit myself, just mean. I ride around on the subway trains, laughing at the tight shoes dealing me pain. And I laugh when the car shakes from side to side. I laugh my loudest when other people cry. Can't help it. I was born good, I guess, just like you or anybody else, but then I just turned off mean. I hate everybody that don't think like me, and I'd rather see you dead than to ever see you free. I'd rather see you starve to death than see you at work, and I'm reading all the books I can to learn how to hurt. Deal you misery. Spread diseases, keep you without no vote, keep you without no union. Well, I hurt when I see you getting along so well. I'd 10 times rather see you in the fires of hell. I can't stand to see you there all fixed up in that house so nice. I'd rather keep you in that rotten hole with the bugs and the lice, and the roaches, and the termites, and the sand fleas, and the tater bugs, and the grub worms, and the stingeries, and the vinegarones, and the translers, and the spiders, childs of the earth, and the ticks, and the blowflies. These is all of my little angels that go around helping me to do the best parts of my meanness. And mosquitoes. Well, I used to be a fairly nice feller, till I turned a scab, and then I turned off yeller. Fought every union with teeth and toenail, and I sprouted a 6-inch stinger right in the middle of the tail, and I growed horns. Then I cut 'em off. I wanted to fool you. I hated union everywhere, 'cause God likes unions, and I hate God. Well, if I can get the fat, the hate, and the lean, That tickled me more than anything I've seen. Then get the colors to fighting one another, and friend against friend, and brother and sister against brother. That'll be just it. Everybody's brains are boiling in turpentine, and their teeth falling out all up and down the streets. That'll just suit me fine. 'Cause I hate everything that's union, and I hate everything that's organized, and I hate everything that's planned. And I love to hate, and I hate to love. I'm mean, I'm just mean.
That was still the wrong song. We're still looking for this song. Let's see, 31 seconds. Audio of Woody Guthrie singing about Fred Trump.
I don't like the way my landlord's treating me. I don't like the way Mr. Trump is treating me. I don't like the way that my landlord treats me. Jump down and walk for good. What I want to do about it?
A million feet of drop, and my soul is heaven, which haven looks like heaven, where not much folks come to roam. No old man Trump, each haven ain't my home. No old man Trump, each haven ain't my home. As I look around, it's mighty plain to see this world is a funny and a wicked place to be. Gambling man is rich and the working man is poor.
Alright, so I guess this shows exactly how prepared and or professional I am by not having that song queued up, because I cannot find it. Let's switch back to the big scene. Hey, oh man, oh, that was quite the transition there. Okay, let's see what we got next for you guys. It's got Elman Trump. Oh man, that is a really good one. Can I do it though? Now, before I attempt that one, I'm gonna attempt this one. This is a song that got me through my second divorce. There's more pretty girls than one. There's more pretty girls than one. Every town I ramble round, there's more pretty girls than one. Look down that railroad line, see the train roll by. a train rolls by with a woman I love, and I hung my head and cried. There's more pretty gals than one, more pretty gals than one. Every town I ramble round, there's more pretty gals than one. Look out across the sea, I see the breakers swell. How many a love is washed away, no human tongue can tell. There's more pretty gals than one, more pretty gals than one. Every town I ramble round, there's more pretty gals than one. Based on a true story. Alright, so I already did This Land Is Your Land. I just did Pretty Gals. Man, which one should I attempt first? I should maybe let you guys vote. Pretty Boy Floyd or So Long It's Been Good to Know You. I guess I gotta sing So Long It's Been Good to Know You last. So, man, this is a tough one. I don't even know if I actually know what a B7th chord looks like. Wow! How am I gonna put my fingers in all those places at the same time? Oh yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Come gather around me, children, a story I will tell about Pretty Boy Floyd the outlaw, Oklahoma, you and well. It was in the town of Shawnee on a Saturday afternoon. His wife beside him in the wagon, as into town they rode. There a deputy sheriff approached him in a manner rather rude, using vulgar words of anger, and his wife she overheard. That pretty boy grabbed the log chain, the deputy grabbed his gun, and in the fight that followed, he laid that deputy down. He took to the trees and timber to live a life of shame. Every crime in Oklahoma was added to his name. Yes, he took to the river bottom, along the river shore, and Pretty Boy found a welcome at every farmer's door. The paper said that Pretty Boy had robbed a bank each day, while he was settling in some farmhouse 300 miles away. There's many a starving farmer, the same old story told, how the outlaw paid their mortgage and saved their little home. Others tell you about a stranger that come to beg a meal, and underneath his napkin left $1,000 bill. It was in Oklahoma City, it was on a Christmas day. Came a whole cartload of groceries with a note to say, you say that I'm an outlaw, you say that I'm a thief. Here's Christmas dinner for the families on relief. It says, through this world I ramble, I see lots of funny men. Some will rob you with 6 guns, and some with fountain pen. But it's through your life you travel, wherever you may roam. You won't ever see an outlaw drive a family from their home. Based on a true story of Pretty Boy Floyd. Actually, Woody wrote that one. That's not one of them he stole from me. Okay. I've sung this song, but I'll sing it again. Of the place that I lived on, the wild windy plains, in the month called April, the county called Gray, and there's what all the people there say, singing so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is getting my home, and I got to be drifting along. A dust storm hit and it hit like thunder. It dusted us over and it covered us under. It blocked out the traffic and blocked out the sun. Straight for home all the people did run, singing so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is getting my home, and I got to be drifting along. We'd talk to the end of the world, and then we'd sing a song and then sing it again. We'd sit for an hour and not say a word, and then these words could be heard, words would be heard. So long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is getting my home, and I got to be drifting along. The sweethearts sat in the dark and sparked. They hugged and kissed in that dusty old dark. They sighed and cried and hugged and kissed. Instead of marriage, they talk it like this. Honey, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is getting my home, and I've got to be drifting along. Now the telephone rang and it jumped off the wall. That was the preacher making his call. He said, kind friend, this may be the end. You've got your last chance for salvation of sin. So long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is again my home, and I got to be drifting along. The churches was jammed and the churches was packed, and that dusty old dust storm, it blowed so black. The preacher could not read a word of his text, and he folded up his specs and he took up a collection. Said, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you, so long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is getting my home, and I got to be drifting along. Thank y'all for watching this very special edition of Trime Taveler singing songs that I wrote and Woody Guthrie stole. Yeah, that's not how old I am, that's how much proof I have that I time traveled.